top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
That's why you got to study your playbook. For all young quarterbacks out there watching, you're not always going to be able to throw it to the intended target. You've got to know where your check down options are because you're going to get hit at some point. You've got to be able to get rid of it. Nice job understanding the playbook.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Hands it off. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Quick completion to the right. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Nice catch and good work afterwards to
nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They'll run the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Leaves it with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. Quick strike complete. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it. Got a man in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Got a man. It's McCown. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Finding an escape route. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Finds his big tight end. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep him coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. He tries to take the top off. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving him and creating the explosive play.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Penn State is getting blitzed right now in Beaver Stadium in front of that super loyal fan base. Loyal, but my goodness, that's being tested today. They're trailing by 13 to TCU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Land Sharks circle. A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
Motion from the back. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got him wide open. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And you just cannot draw up the start of the season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Here's the snap, ready to... Oh, he's going to go up top. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off the speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Quarterback making checks. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining.
There he goes. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Hauls it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
What a phenomenal individual effort to getting the catch, getting the foot down in bounds. He's now setting up his offense here for a potential touchdown on this very next play.
The give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the point after is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Going to the running game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it just squirted through it. As he wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll go to the ground. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Hard running there. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
Turning it on. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run. And the
deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try it over the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play.
Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, both teams doing some early work, and now they'll try to add to this 21-14 lead. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Sooners! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Have a day. We're in the first quarter, and already he's over 100 yards receiving.
This is ridiculous. Obviously, this coaching staff, they made a concerted effort and decision to get this guy involved in the game on offense early. They are doing exactly that.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Gonna run it. It's Burton. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
This This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Rebels are flying down the field. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and hitting.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can get...
Got some room under the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they take it in for 6 more points. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ball game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Sooner offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking down the middle with the catch. It's Irwin. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. Breaks into the open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He caught it. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Burton. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's got 50 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced games to go.
Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels will try to pick it up on fourth down. He might want another play. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Off the play fake on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop either. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots for him.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Oh, they're after him. This time he's got his man. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown Sooners.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Open space at the 25. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football.
Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pucks it out of the air. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Gives it on the option. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock.
The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give. Powers through the defender.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Looking for the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage.
Converts on 4th down, still going. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Oh, he wants it all. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
You see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control them. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown Sooners. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Go ahead and have a day at the wideout position. You stack up some games like this, and you can take down D.D. Westbrook's record of 17 touchdowns in a season.
And I just want to play in this offense if I'm a receiver across the country. I know every year Oklahoma's going to spread the ball around, throw it around. You're going to have plenty of opportunities, and he is cashing in those opportunities with just touchdowns.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Working on the right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding.
Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
There's the thing. Not a great run. The offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads it downfield. Hauls it in down the sideline. Got some room to run. He's at the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And they tacked on the extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Still a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going downfield for the big play. He makes a grab. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! This guy is special. What a target and what a knack for finding the end zone. He might just rewrite the record book before he's done in Norman.
Man, that's a famous record book. We could go down the list of so many big-time players just in the last several years, whether it's Hollywood Brown, C.D. Lamb. We can keep going with the list goes on and on and on, but just guys that make plays and quarterbacks that trust their receivers. Because you know why? Because they do that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
They'll try the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
At the 28. 2nd down coming up.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
42.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here they're trying to get to the edge. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
21-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Finds him out of the backfield and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Pulls it in. It's Burton across the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Rebels are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Burton. Slips a tackle and he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most...
Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he puts through the extra point. getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to...
Lofts one high and deep. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On the run, it's Burton. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
On over the middle, it's Burton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Snagged out of the air. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And the tackle is made, and they get nothing, and this game is in the books. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a